And we're back. Sorry, the phone is way too warm because this is what happens. So when the sun wakes up, right, it starts and it's pretty weak, and then it goes directly into our floor. So if you look here, see the sun is right here. And if I go back, just to finish, there's not a lot left. So, uh, oh yeah. So this is what makes you a good person. How much you regret being a bad person. Something or someone has to stop you from being a bad person, and that something or someone can only be it can only be yourself, but it can only be some stimulants. If a stimulant is guilt, right, or the stimulant, I'm gonna give you two best example. You have a young kid you have a young kid, and that young kid is learning what's good and what's bad. I want to be the good example for him. So this is it. Or guilt. The thing that made me regret was, even though my father might misunderstand, it's not a big deal because he wanted to do nice, and I told him, listen, I want to, but I have respect. Show tonight, and he understood. But I still felt bad. So this feeling bad made me go and apologize to him, even though I didn't do, even though it was just a misunderstanding, right? So it sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It really sucks, actually. But hey, what can you do, right? Anyway, that was it. Well, technically, no. See, I was also raised by good people. So a moral compass is what you need. Am I able to be a good person regardless? Am I able to... If my parents were both kind, right? Then... Okay, let's put it like that. If my parents were both kind, right? And I'm acting in a bad fashion, I'm an asshole, right? Because in comparison, I know that their way of acting is correct and mine wasn't. So I know that if I'm acting in a certain way or doing some things that they wouldn't do, I'm automatically bad. Bad in comparison. Bad in the sense of, well, they wouldn't do that, so why are you doing it? Right? As simple as that. It's complex. It's complex. Because both my parents were kind. I'm kind. Not because I want to be, but because this is what's normal for me. You know? It's what's normal for me because this is how I was raised. But then for someone, and I'm not saying that if you were raised by people that don't care about the good or evil, or the bad and the good and the wrong, I'm not saying that automatically you'll be a bad person. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's gonna be harder. This phone now is too hot, so either one phone is too hot or not. What I'm gonna do is I want to get I got 3 videos to film left, and they're about 20 minutes total. So not bad, but not good. Okay. I, I'm just saying that you might not learn that the behavior is bad. So because you don't know that behavior is bad, and you think that everybody else is wrong, then you're not gonna feel guilty. You actually feel justified because they don't feel bad. You actually feel justified because they feel normal. You actually are justified because somehow, somewhere, you were taught that this was okay. I'm gonna tell you one of the craziest rule of life. If nobody tells you no, it means yes. No, that's just consent 101. The absence of answer might mean yes. An answer of answer might mean no. But you know what an answer, a absence of answer, always mean? The lack of question. You're right. Absolutely brilliant. So lack of answer from a lack of question can be seen as I didn't think up to ask you the question, or I just don't care enough. Now this is where the plot thickens. No matter if I'm a nice guy, no matter if I'm not a nice guy, me not caring will today and always mean I'm a bad person. This is inaction. So we're gonna go, and this is gonna be the end of the video. Back to the guy with the lever. Well, no matter what he does, he kills someone. No matter what he does. Right? No matter what he does, he kills someone. Right? Guilty if you don't, guilty if you do. The guy that didn't push a lever is gonna be asked, why didn't you push a lever? And when he does push a lever, the lever, he's being said, why did you do that? So if you win, if you lose in both cases, what do? If you don't do anything, you lose, and if you do something, you lose. So what do? It's all about question of guilt. Am I okay living with the choices I made? And if I'm not okay with living with the choice that I made, I gotta... Sorry. This is... Et voilà. There you go. Sorry. This is Laziness 101. Holy, that's a great idea. There you go. Holy. So what we did? Next to the phone, so it's fresh. It's cold. Yeah, we just under their bed. And yes, the bed is disgusting. I don't care. So living with guilt. If I'm wrong, whatever I do, I'm wrong, then there's no answer. If there's no answer, there's no question. So why do you question yourself? See, this is insane. What? Okay, that's not a big deal. I'm not okay. I live in a pigsty. I'm okay with that. Why am I not okay with being mean to people? Because my emotional intelligence is bigger than my... It's rough. It's rough out there.